Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales, and I'm on my channel right now to protect myself from my landlord, St. George Community Housing, and my two neighbours downstairs. My neighbour downstairs is once again polluting the air in my home. I have dust pouring in from every corner of my house, and this dust is really affecting me. It's affecting my breathing. My sinuses are very affected by it. Not only that, I have a disability and every day I'm being forced to vacuum my home. It takes me 2 hours to go over the whole place with the vacuum. And I have to do that because I have to make sure that I'm going to be able to breathe through the night. And this stuff is just absolutely everywhere. It's making my home unlivable. And this woman just feels entitled to abuse me. I caught her this morning and I got really good evidence of what she was doing. This woman stalks me so aggressively that she watches my every single move, to the point where if I make a coffee, she'll carry out abuse. This woman knows where the sun is. She knows if it's shining in the front window or the side window or the back window, and she will start sending the dust through into my house according to where the sun is. So this is how aggressively she's stalking me. So this will be another thing that comes out, in the future when she's caught, is that they'll be able to tell that she's premeditating this and she's stalking me so aggressively to the point where she knows where the sun is at certain times of the day. Not only that, she knows what I'm doing at certain times of the day. And this dust, it's just everywhere. I had to go out this morning, and before I went out, like, she was raining it through into my house and I was covered in it. It goes through my hair. When I get into my car is absolutely full of it. It is absolutely full of dust. I had to go out and just try and get it out of my car, but it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible to get it all because there's just so much of it. And, it's making my home unlivable, and then I'm having to clean it up every day and I'm struggling to do that. But this is what they're trying to do with this abuse. They're trying to make it so that I am constantly having to just clean, that I'm constantly just having to fight for my life against these people. And this is why I need help urgently, because people like this woman, they're not going to stop until they are caught or until they are publicly shamed. This woman, when she's caught, they are going to throw the book at her. She has been viewing into my house for, as far as I know, almost a year that I know of. But it could be way longer for all I know. I mean, the landlord has rigged this home, especially so he can abuse people to death. For those of you who don't know, the landlord, St. George Community Housing, has rigged my neighbour's home so that they can put whatever they like through their range hoods. All they've got to do is flick a button. When they do this, the dust just comes through into my house from the roof. And it is insulation that is coming down out of the roof into my home. And I don't know how it's getting in, but it seeps through the roof somehow. And this woman is so disrespectful. And she's being paid to abuse me. She's being paid by the landlord to abuse me, and she's being paid off other people in the community to abuse me as well that have been a part of this abuse. And because there's not many ways that these people can get to me, they're paying this woman to abuse the air in my home. And it's just dumbfounding to me to think that there's a landlord out there and this woman like that actually believe that they've got the right to abuse a person's air in their home and that they're going to get away with it. That's even more unbelievable to me, that these people actually believe they're going to get away with it. And they've got nothing to lose right now, nothing, because there's so much evidence out there. And I don't know what they're trying to achieve from it. I really don't. It's just absolutely pointless. It's senseless. So from what I can gather, she must just be doing it out of pure spite and hatred. I can't, because you're not going to get away with it if something happens to me. So it can't be that. This woman's just doing it out of pure hate because she's got a mental disturbance. And this is why I need help, like urgently, because St. George Community Housing are using this woman's poor mental health to abuse me. They're using her like a puppet. And this woman is a very, very dangerous stalker, and so's the person next to her. Very dangerous. I made a video. I'm not sure if I'm going to put that one up, but I'm making this one. I am going to put this one up because I just wanted to talk about this woman. They're going to throw the book at this woman because she's been viewing me illegally in my home. These people can watch me in my bedroom, and I'm just hoping that they can't watch me in my bathroom. I'm hoping that, but who knows? Because the landlord has invaded my privacy and my human rights so much that I wouldn't put anything past them. I'm just hoping and praying that they haven't done that. But these people can watch me in my bedroom. So this woman, she thinks she has the right to abuse me. She's watched me in my home for so long. All these people do is watch me to try and cause me harm. These two people downstairs, it's all they do. This person that lives diagonally to me, he never leaves his house, and neither does she, barely. Not like she used to. So they're very sick people, and they've got nothing to lose, and they're desperate, and they have control of my air. So they can watch me in my home illegally on a camera that St. George Community Housing has put in these homes for me to be abused. She can control the air through her range hood, which is just, it's so disrespectful and just like unbelievable that someone would even do that to somebody. Like, obviously this landlord's got away with it in the past with other people, but they're not going to get away with it with me. And they don't care. Like, it doesn't matter how many videos I put out, they're doing this with an audience. These people don't care. So she's watching me in my home. She can control my air. She can also see my devices. So this woman is going to be in jail for the rest of her life when she's caught, and so is the landlord and this other tenant. All these people that have been able to watch me in my home to abuse me are going to be going to jail. Then she can track me. These neighbours can track me when I go out. They know when I'm coming home and when I'm going out and when I'm going downstairs, so they can premeditate abuse to be outside doing things when I go out and when I come home. They know how long I'm going to be before I get home, so I don't know if this landlord is giving out keys for people to come into my home. I wouldn't put it past them because he's given gardeners keys. The gardeners never used to have keys when they used to come in and mop the stairs, but they do now for some reason, and that's just the landlord playing mind games with me. So, I wouldn't put it past the landlord to give somebody keys to come into my home and, take away evidence or something like that I have in my home of the abuse. So I have to just try and protect myself as much as possible. I wouldn't put it past St. George Community Housing to do anything, to be honest. I mean, if they're willing to rig people's homes to abuse people to death and pay tenants to do that, they'll do anything. And this is why I have to make videos before I leave my house, because I wouldn't put it past this landlord to burn the house down, and then blame me for it. So I'm appealing for urgent help right now. I am, because these people that are abusing me, they are absolutely relentless. They're ruthless, and they are desperate people. and they are abusing the air in my home, which is just not on, This woman and she feels entitled to abuse me. Like, this must be the mental disturbance that she has. Like, she just feels entitled. And it's like, they're two people that actually enjoy inflicting cruelty and suffering. You can tell they enjoy it. And I'm being put through this 24 hours a day of these two people downstairs. And I want it to stop because I've gone through this for over 18 months. And yeah, to my knowledge, I know they've been viewing into my home since last August, to my knowledge, but it could be much, much longer. So she's just taken it upon herself again to fill my home with dust. I haven't cleaned up after this morning yet, and she made such a mess this morning. And I'm fed up with this. And, this woman needs to be held accountable, and so does the landlord and everybody involved, because no one has the right to treat another human being like this. And, this woman, she's just so brazen, She's so brazen. I've put it out on this platform so many times that she is trying to kill me, because she is. This is being done to deliberately try and trigger me to have a panic attack, and they know I suffer with severe PTSD, and anyone would get angry when this happens. That's why I created this channel, even the scale, so I can get on here and voice my frustrations and anger out on this channel, because I'm not going to give her my energy. I'm not going to give her the satisfaction of, getting that reaction out of me anymore, ever again. But I certainly am going to get on this channel and talk about what she's doing every time she does this. And the fact that, there's just so much evidence now pointing to what she's doing, just how aggressively she's stalking me, how she's timing it certain times of the day when she knows I'm going to see it. She's doing this in the morning at around 8:39 when she knows the sun's coming in the window. She used to live in this unit, so she knows how the sun works in this unit. She knows the unit back the front. So she knows where the sun is. She knows what I'm doing. She knows if I'm going to the bathroom. She sees me get up and go to the bathroom because she's watching me in my house. She's just abusing me like a mouse in a cage, that she is just enjoying inflicting harm on. They both are. They're both like very cruel, and she's sadistic. She's very sadistic, this woman. If her family are watching this, I would really appreciate it if you could do something about your relative's mental health, because I shouldn't have to put up with this. Please do something about your relative, because she's not going to stop. This woman's not going to stop until she's named and shamed publicly. And I know these people they will get caught eventually, but, it's not fair that I should have to go through this suffering every day. It's not fair. It's really not. Just because this woman enjoys being cruel and, and hating me. I've never done nothing to her. But she obviously, if something happened to me, because she's doing it to cause me these panic attacks, to try and trigger a heart attack. That's why this is being done. I want to make that clear. That's why this is being done. The landlord is paying these people to abuse me in my home 24 hours a day. They try and cause these panic attacks because they're trying to trigger a heart attack so they don't have to be held accountable for what they've done. And there's also other minority groups that are joining in with them. There's not too many people left. There's the Campbelltown police that join in with them. When they know they're abusing me, they're also watching me in my home and stalking me 24 hours a day. And then there are these abusive men as well, groups of abusive men, and New South Wales transport workers as well, that are joining in with this abuse every morning. They're watching me in my home, degrading me and humiliating me, and then I've got to clean up my home in front of all these people, which is also degrading and humiliating me. It's very demeaning abuse, and it's hard to believe that a woman would inflict this kind of treatment on another woman. And this is why she needs to go to jail for what she's done, because it's absolutely disgusting. And it's because of women like her that there are abusive men in the world. It really is. Because she's the only woman involved now. She's the only woman that is helping these men. And she's doing a lot. She's doing a lot. She's doing everything she can. And, there's no way they're getting away with this. There's so much evidence. People are watching these videos. There's people returning to these videos who know my whole journey, what I've been through here, and they believe me. So if anything happens to me, you're going to be up for you're going to be up for murder if something happens to me. Because they're going to know that you were abusing me 24 hours a day, and they're going to know why and what you were doing. It's out here. Like, I can't believe she's actually doing this while I'm telling people what she's doing on a public platform. So there's no way they're going to get away with it. So she's just doing this, and him too next door. They're abusing me just out of their love of inflicting suffering and abuse. No other reason. It's all they do. These people are addicted to causing me harm, and they're very sick people. And I need help, like, as soon as possible. Please. I need help. I need somebody to stand up with me against these people. They would stop straight away if I had one person standing up with me. I've been purposely isolated because of this abuse here in Campbelltown, New South Wales. It's been done to me because of our police cover-up. If you haven't ever seen any of my videos before, my landlord, St George Community Housing, are being paid to abuse me to death from the justice system, who are covering up crimes that police have committed. And then the landlord is paying these neighbours. She's actually selling her services to different people that have been involved in this abuse to inflict suffering onto me. And I am so traumatised. I am just so traumatised by what these people have done, by abusing my air. I'm just traumatised by it all. And this has been going on since Christmas, has non-stop. These neighbours take turns with the abuse. There was a girl doing it that lived in the unit next door, but she moved out. But she's going to be held accountable too, because she inflicted so much suffering and trauma onto me as well. So St George Community Housing, I'm very traumatised by this. And I would like you to tell your out-of-control tenant downstairs that I'm not here for her to abuse. She needs to have some respect. She does. She needs to, know the limits on, overstepping people's boundaries. She's already overstepping my boundaries way too far by watching me in my house and being able to control the air. She needs to have some respect, because can you imagine if this happened to her? Like, how would she react to it? I was hearing her the other day complain about another neighbour, and I thought, how dare you sit there and complain about another neighbour when you are being paid to try and abuse me to death, and you're watching me in my home, and you're invading my privacy. Like, all those things she's been doing, watching me in my home, watching my devices, controlling the air in my home. She's being paid to abuse me to death. And she's just doing it right now out of pure spite, and because she loves doing it. She loves it. Like, she's a sadist. So, another night tonight is another night that I have to put up with going through this suffering. I've got to now go over my home again, and I'm having to vacuum my home every single day just so I can breathe the air. And it's going into all my appliances, my TV, all of my electrical appliances are filling up with dust. It's just not fair. And I need help. I do. I need help to expose these people, because she's not going to stop. She's not going to stop until they knock on her door and take her away. And I pray to God every day that I'll do that. I do. I pray every day for that, because I'm suffering here. I'm really suffering. These people are just, I've never in my life met with such cruelty in my life as these people. They're just so cruel. And they need to be held accountable. So please, somebody help me, because I'm really suffering here. I really need help urgently. I will attach some videos to this one as well. Please share one of those videos, because the more people that know about this, the better. She'll have to stop if I just have support of one person. She's getting away with it because she knows that I haven't got anyone. I've been purposely isolated by my family. My family are involved in this. I'm just being abused 24 hours a day by these people. Please help me. Please help me. If anyone can help me get justice and just to, put these people in jail where they belong, please reach out to me on the email. That will be in the description box of this video. If a family are watching, please do something about your relative, please. Please do something about her. She needs to be taken to mental health, because it's not right to just sit there and abuse another person all day for absolutely no reason other than the fact that you hate them, especially when I've done nothing to her, okay? She's just doing it just because she enjoys being a sadist. And it's just not fair. Please, someone help me. Thank you for listening.